One of the most complex enclosures that I offer is this design here. It's known as a dual chamber tri-tuned combination enclosure. It's really custom. It's you know it's an awesome enclosure, man. The reason why you see these the ports up high is because there's a divider right here, and what happens is this is all one port, but I went with the quad configuration because if I had made this all one piece, it's more likely to move around. So if you keep this on there, this still being well, they are separate ports, but they share the same chamber. So it's really even more advanced than just a standard dual chamber tri-tuned. This is actually a quad. It's almost like a quad dual tri-tuned. About as advanced as you can get, man, to be totally honest. I mean, unless you're just doing, unless there's just really something else I don't know about, man, this is the most advanced as you can go. So it's got a port up high for the rear chamber, a port up high for the front chamber, and then it's got the same type of ports inside of the plexi, as you can see here. One there. It's an awesome enclosure. That plexi, well, it's a piece of plexi right here for the subs, but then it's got another piece of plexi behind that divider, so it illuminates the purple LEDs and just shines right into the box. I didn't show the magnets on this because it's really tough to design with the plexi. If you've ever used SketchUp, Google SketchUp before, it can get on your nerves. So. But you could just imagine what that would look like hitting that all chrome magnet. You know what I mean? It would just reflect everywhere. It would look awesome. That's why I went with this 3/4 inch piece of plexi. It doesn't have to be 3/4 because it's not that much power. But what these are, they're 500 watt Pierce Audio subwoofers. I actually got them listed right here, 8-inch D2s, so they're 500 a piece. They do a lot of customizing of subwoofers. It's very similar to how like Digital Designs and PSI and all the people who do customizing, they do those, they offer those services, painting and changing a voice coil, stuff like that. But yeah, it's definitely, once again, sound quality. SPL meets sound quality. It's not high SPL or nothing. Of course, this is just entry level power, but this is literally expert level enclosure. In fact, if you're a beginner installer or enclosure builder, don't even try to build this. If you're an intermediate, don't even try to build this, because there's so many ways you can go wrong, whether it's port length, box volume. Mostly just those two are the two main reasons why you could just screw up and it'll sound like shit. But one of the main advantages of this enclosure is that these being 8-inch subwoofers are usually more of in the mid-range category. You can change voice coil and other things on these subs, that Pierce Audio doing customizing, and you could just have like the FS, which the sub naturally responds at. You could have it as low as that they can as low as they can build them at. So typically I would want them, if I could, get them in the high 20s or low 30s, and that way this box is designed for that reason, to be on the low end of low frequencies. I mean, that's really one of the whole main reasons of it. It's built for low frequency response. So these being 8s, you can really bring them down and it'll sound like a really good 10. So you can get more drivers in the enclosure, higher SPL, and so forth. It's all 3/4. It's got the plexi here, plexi on the divider, and then it's just painted. It's powered by Qubed. Sound Qubed. It's got 5 1 ohms. They're actually, trying to think. Yeah, they're actually 750s. You see a picture of them right there. So these are 750s, but I got them wired down to 2 ohm, so that'll bring me right to my 500, which I need because these are, once again, dual 2s, so they'd be in series. And each subwoofer has its own power, so it's really efficient. It would sound great. It really would. It would, like I said, it's incredibly tough to build, but I mean, look what you get. You know what I mean? You can literally look inside and see the ports, see the Southern Sounds logo lit up, see the magnets all shining crazy. I actually added a chrome trim ring around it, aluminum or chrome or something. It make it shine even more on the outside. I mean, this is literally high level. Another reason why it's high sound quality is because if you notice where the where the subwoofer actually goes down into the enclosure, like almost like a V shape. When that negative side comes out of this enclosure, it's not really hitting any side at all, as you can see here. It's just kind of more like a curve almost, but yet it's almost a 45. And the same thing here. It's not that negative side. It's not hitting nowhere. So I mean, it'll literally go like when it hits, it'll literally go all the way to this back panel before it's going to even make any. Well, actually, it'd go to right about here, but before it's actually going to even try to make any distorted sound. And it goes all the way on this one, to about way down here. So it's sound quality. I like it a lot. It's also got 2 channels here and here. They're, I think, 300s, 2 and 300s or so. Of course, all this up high would be rounded over for sound quality. All these ends, and same thing on the inside. All of the port. I definitely want to round it over. I just went with the gloss black on the inside just for more of a better look to it, and then of course the spray and everywhere else. It's my favorite cosmetic look. But you can do anything, wood grain of course everywhere, leather, vinyl, paint, anything. What else is that? Oh, it's got Duralast platinum batteries on it, as you see there. They make a really good AGM battery. They also have a gold series. It's really good, but I think they're good on vibration, but they're not good on like spill and stuff. These are actually non-fluid, but you can see that it's not 3 amps. It's actually 5. Like what I was saying, yeah, it's got 5 amps. These 2 are strapped just for space efficiency, and then of course same thing here, and then the one by itself. But 5 individual. It's got just a board. It's actually all one piece. It also helps stabilize the enclosure. There's another reason why I do that. You can enclose this. You can enclose all of it and just have plexi all back here. Put some LEDs. But once again, anytime you do that, it's a really good idea to have some fans somewhere, because you don't want that stuff to get hot. Even though this wouldn't really get that hot. I mean, it's literally under 5,000. You know what I'm saying? Like these alone are just 25, and then it's like right around 35 or so. So it wouldn't be. The enclosure would probably cost just as much as the amps and power, the amps and the subwoofers. These batteries are actually cost efficient. I looked them up. AutoZone actually sells them. I mean, you can get them from like $100 all the way up to like almost 200. And they also have an industrial line that's pretty good. I'm gonna make a part 2 on this one, and I'll talk to y'all in a little bit.